In 2008, the world experienced one of the greatest financial turmoils in history. Markets around the world started crashing and major financial institutions started showing signs of collapse. Governments responded quickly with massive bailouts in an effort to keep the world economy afloat, and it worked. The financial system got back on track much quicker than expected. However, the psychological result of the crisis remains until today. People lost trust in the system. During that time, an anonymous person or a group of people named Satoshi Nakamoto came up with a way to reimagine money. Even if you lived under a rock for the last year and a half, even if you disconnected from the internet and broke your TV, you would sense that something is changing. Last week we talked about the history of money and the evolution of money, and now it's the best time to talk about the present's problems and a possible future. We need to understand that money is a technology. Money is a way to transport energy through time and space. I go and do some work, I get paid, and then I can go and buy somebody else's work in a different time and space. Money isn't a force of nature, money is something we created. There are 5 rules in order for a currency to exist. First one is divisibility. You should be able to divide the coins of the currency. Durability. It cannot just disappear over time. Recognizability. You should be able to verify its authenticity. Portability. You should be able to move it across space. And scarcity. The value of the coin is derived from the fact that it is difficult to produce. Central banks, in order to finance the intervention they have done since the financial crisis, have poured trillions of dollars into the financial system. Any kind of money, the fact that it is used as money will incentivize anybody who can produce it to make more of it. The idea that there is a limit on the amount of Bitcoin is so important for some people who say, okay, we live in this world with all this fake money when everything can just collapse in any moment. I want to hold something that I know is limited. Especially when you live in countries like Venezuela, when the inflation is so high that they make bags from their money. So inflation is one thing that cryptocurrency solves, but to understand the other thing it solves, we need to get back in time. The system we use now for managing exchanges of currency dates back to time of the Medici family of the Florentine Renaissance, when banks first assumed dominance in Europe's economy. The bankers created a powerful centralized system of trust. However, by creating this centralized system of trust and putting themselves in the middle of it, banks became very powerful, maybe even too powerful. The interconnected economies now depended on the bankers' intermediation. As the financial world grew, other middlemen implemented themselves into the economy. What cryptocurrency does, the simple genius of this tech, is that it cuts away the middlemen yet maintains the infrastructures that allow strangers to deal with each other. Now when I want to buy this book with my credit card, I give my credit card to the shopkeeper and then my bank checks if I have the sufficient amount of money in my account. I need to trust my bank to do this action for a fee. With Bitcoin, instead of a centralized entity that I need to trust, thousands of computers around the globe will check whether I have the sufficient amount of currency in my digital wallet through a technology that's called the blockchain. The fundamental of blockchain technology is the fact that it provides safety, since now hackers need to hack thousands of computers at once in order to change the public ledger. By eliminating middlemen and their fees, cryptocurrencies promise to reduce the cost of doing business and to reduce the corruption in those institutions. Well, it sounds cool. Monetary system with no inflation, decentralized system with less and less middlemen. Like everything in life, cryptocurrencies have downsides as well, and I truly believe that they are not spoken about enough. No user protection. Bank accounts in many countries are insured by the government. If you send the wrong person your money, or if there is a problem with your account, there is someone to talk to. In Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, this isn't the case. If you lose your password, you lose your money. Nobody to talk to in a case of a problem. Money laundering. Since the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market is not regulated, that's made it easier for there to be money laundering and criminal activities. Shitcoins. As everyone can make his own coin, lots of people lose a lot of money for scam. For example, there was a coin named Squid based on the TV series The Squid Game. They posted and hyped it around the net, and when the price went up, they cashed out with over $3 million of people's money. Energy waste. Since mining for the cryptocurrency is power hungry, involving heavy computer calculations, Bitcoin alone uses more electricity annually than the whole of Argentina. So to wrap it up, cryptocurrencies are still a new and speculative investments with not enough history to base predictions. No matter what a given expert says or thinks, nobody really knows. The market is so volatile, and it's so important to invest only what you are prepared to lose. Personally, I think that technology only goes forward, and the upsides of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are too big for the world to ignore on a big enough time scale. Remember that people were skeptic about the internet as well, about buying online and online scams, but eventually technology evolves, and the situation now that technology might not be ready, but on a big enough time scale, I believe that every single one will use cryptocurrency. Thank you so much for watching.